Welcome back to the big show. Time now is 7:40. Majors Anthony and Lisa Barnes are the new Salvation Army Corps officers and county coordinators here in San Diego. And what do you know? They join us right now to discuss their new positions after coming to San Diego from Los Angeles. Good morning to you both.
Thanks so much, Paul.
All right, before we get into the heavy stuff, tell us about Bed Bath & Beyond and how it brought you two together.
Okay. I'll tell it because I tell it with honesty. So 100 years ago, what was it, 2003, 4?
Yeah, 3.
2003, I was working at Bed Bath & Beyond, God rest its soul, which doesn't exist anymore, but I was working in customer service. This guy came in to buy frames for posters because he was the kind of young bachelor that framed his posters.
Of course, I was there too, dude.
Right, yeah. I stuck mine up with gum on the wall, but he did it the right way, I guess, and I just thought, this guy's really handsome. I don't believe in love at first sight, but I know that I want him to be in my life in some capacity. So I gave him my number before he asked, because I'm a strong, smart, assertive woman.
But then how did it become that now you're both wearing the same uniform with the same title? That wasn't in the cards, right?
It was not in the cards, no.
No, I was in a different career in law enforcement at the time, and once we started dating, she invited me to go to church with her at the Salvation Army. I didn't even know Salvation Army was a church. Started going there, but then getting involved in some of the social service, and just falling in love with the mission of the Salvation Army, and decided to shift careers a few years later and move into serving the community in that way.
Well, congratulations on that move. You both have the same title, but I'm going to guess your duties differ a little bit. Could you explain?
They do, yeah.
We'll start with you.
Yeah, so we get to replace 2 sets of amazing officers that just left San Diego, Majors Reardon and Majors Burks, and they had 2 different roles. One oversaw the Croc Center in San Diego, one did the county. So we said, how are we going to spread this out? So I get to do more of the Croc things and help the team there and help the church side, and Anthony is doing more of the county and spreading out geographically a bit wider.
Yeah, and that includes things like fundraising so that we can continue to serve the community in a meaningful way. How do we look after our neighbors in need, especially those experiencing homelessness? Vision casting for what does it look like, the Salvation Army's identity in San Diego, things like that.
Things have changed as far as fundraising, has it not?
Absolutely.
No one's carrying cash anymore.
No.
So how do you have to evolve to, because I think people still are still generous. It's just, like, I don't have that, $3 in my pocket anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
During the holiday season, we do still see folks who love to put that paper or coin in the kettle. That's just nostalgic. But we've had to adjust with the times, find ways to collect through Venmo or Cash App or doing things online, going to this digital age and being able to give people opportunities to support the work that we're doing, which really just supports our neighbors in need.
Where does the money go? People, I know it goes into the red kettle. Where does it go from the red kettle?
Yeah, the great thing about when you give to the Salvation Army, you put your dollars in that bucket, it stays in your community. The Salvation Army is represented in pretty much every zip code across the country, and where you put the money is where it stays to help your specific neighbors there.
And the Downtown Rady Center, how does it, explain how that's changing your life?
Yeah.
Or all our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were already doing what I believe was a significant work there for a number of demographics. However, we are expanding the work there, and it will be a haven really for those who are in need, men, women, families, and seniors as well. And so we're really expanding that level of work and that level of service because the community needs just a little bit of extra boost, and we want to be part of that story. So that's what we're working on right now.
And lastly, as we wrap this up, for people who are just joining this conversation, where do they go on the web to find you guys?
You can go to salvationarmy.org. You get right online. You can type in Salvation Army. It'll take you to any number of websites, but because you're local here in San Diego, it'll take you right to our San Diego website. And
I'm sure the donate button is prominent on that website, right?
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. Right when you get on there.
And we want people to hit that button as hard as they can.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. At least Bed Bath & Beyond has this success story. So thank you for coming in and sharing your, and I'm sure this is the first of many conversations.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.